Hey guys, Stuart Pedal. I'm the most target assistant. Hope you're having a good day. I'm wore out. I ain't even left the house yet. Have I left the house? Yeah, I left the house. Went and delivered transmission parts. I'm supposed to get my Bronco back soon. He's got the parts ordered in. I don't know what we waited for the last 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. I don't know what we've been waiting for. I said order the shifter forks. Oh, we're gonna find one. I said order them. So then finally listened to me and orders them. Isn't that weird? $100. So hopefully I can get that thing back and done. Been busy today. I got the tires pumped up on the front of the lawnmower. I got it cranked up and running. I don't know if it'll crank up and run now. Well, no, it won't, because I took it out in the field and mowed with it, and this thing mows great. It is a good lawnmower. The deck on it wasn't working. It wouldn't go up and down, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? The handle would move, but the deck wouldn't move, so I had to get in there and weld on that bracket right there. Had to weld it up. So I had to pull the old welder out. So it's fixed up, and it runs great. This thing runs awesome. I'm so proud of that little lawnmower. So $700 right there. This one's acting silly again. The carburetors that they give you now, in the top of it, your butterfly that controls your throttle, it's just an open hole. Now those open holes used to have a plastic insert that you'd put the throttle rod into. It's a little piece of looks like a little piece of wire is all it is, and it's got a bend in it, and it would sit down in that plastic clip, and it would lock it in, and it moves back and forth. Well, now it's just a hole there. They don't sell the plastic clips, so it's just loose. So you pull it this far before it even moves. So on this one, this right here that's all the way down on throttle, but once you get right about there, that's full throttle. And she's wah, 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 wah. Let me see if I can get it cranked up. Wow. Good running lawnmower. Put it in gear. Oh. Remember, this thing didn't do anything when I got it, and now it just purrs like a kitten. 18 horsepower crap. Remember, guys, remember this. I need to see if I can fix this lens. Remember this. I'm lazy. I don't have a job. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Nothing at all. All those boys that ain't never even got dirty, never played in the mud pit when they were young. They sit around and play their Xbox while their girlfriends were cheating on them, and they want to make fun of me. And I'm out here doing stuff, making money. Sounds good. Look. Go ahead and lock the brake on it, and it mows just as good as it runs. So I need to clean this one back up. I've got the John Deere at the road, but this one, I put all the panels back on it. Kohler 13 horsepower overhead valve. This relay right here is just clicking. That's the ignition relay. It goes from here to the starter, and it's a little weak, so it won't engage the starter. Let's see. Saying nothing. I guess that thing is over there on the other side, but I mowed with it, and it mows fabulous. It mows awesome. So that's paid $120 for it, and I did not want to pay it, but $120 for a lawnmower that got running. I put the new carburetor, a new fuel filter, new carburetor, clean the fuel tank, clean the fuel system. I think I put new fuel line on it. Welded that part on. I'm asking $700 for that one. And if you notice how my hands are and the welder's out, I have been working on this all day. Well, since I messed with that, that's all the parts I had to cut off or that broke off, or I had to weld wrenches on it. The tools were slipping. Like my wrench kept slipping on some of the nuts, so I had to weld the wrench on. This is just no. This is why you don't throw away old junk wrenches. Never throw them away. You can take them, use them, cut that back out, but I welded on both ends. I had to weld it straight to the swing arm. Welded it straight to the swing arm, and I welded it straight to the shock mounts. Let me show you. Oh, there's the shock mounts. This goes in here. Right through here, like that. No, it goes right through here. That's where it goes. Something like that. And got that out. And then I had to cut. These are the adjusters. The adjusters for the back for the chain are right here. I had to cut the axle out of the wheel first. That's the axle. I had to cut it out, cut the axle loose, pull the wheel out, and then I had to grind down the axle nubs so I can get the adjusters out. This is pretty much what it looks like. That's the adjuster right there. And what it does is when you tighten it, it pulls the chain, it pulls the axle, it pushes pressure on the axle and pulls the axle one way or the other to either tighten it or loosen it. So I had to ground down both ends. That was the axle that went through it, so I've got to get new adjusters for it. As you can see, there's the chain. There's all the junk that I had to take off of it. The rear end, the swing arm's still a little tight, so I'm going to have to keep working it and getting it opened up. This bolt right here, these bolts broke off. This right here holds the oil tank. Transmission goes here, engine goes here, oil tank goes here. Tank here. I got the majority of stuff. I just got to go through my boxes, but I shouldn't even be messing with this. It's just I'm bored. I've got something I have to do, and I have to do quickly, and I just can't. I got to find my tractor man. I got to get my tractor man and get him. I got some work for him to do, so I can do another project. But this is me peddling. You don't make no money. You ain't got no job. You don't do nothing. You're lazy. Oh. My daughter's son, my daughter's boyfriend, works at a furniture factory in North Carolina, in Catawba County, especially in Alexander County. We do furniture. We were the furniture capital of the world. It moved to High Point, but he got all kinds of leather swatches. I mean, look that beautiful, and it's real leather. We've got all kinds of big swatches of leather, different colors, different kinds. That's about the color of my couch that needs to be fixed from where the gang stalkers cut it and messed it up. But I've got a whole thing of these swatches. Look at this. Sampler swatches. And this is what they build furniture out of. Like I was talking to my buddy today, his factory got bought out by a company in Mexico today. He's been there 20-some years. This company got bought out. And he said they built a couch for $100. They got in the materials to build a couch. $100, and they sell that couch for $7,000. North Carolina, especially Catawba County, was one of the richest places in America. The furniture capital of the world. Furniture, textiles, and believe it or not, fiber optics were invented here at Alcatel. Fiber optics, the lines is on the ground so you can talk on your cell phone. It was invented right here in Catawba County, North Carolina, and Hickory, North Carolina. Duct tape was invented in Hickory, North Carolina. So this place is really a big place on the map, and this place is getting bigger and bigger. When I drove through town the other day, I could not believe all the housing that they're building for all the millions and millions and millions of illegals that are here. So I got to find a way out, and I'm working on that as fast as I can. I got to sell some lawnmowers. Never thought I'd have 3 riding lawnmowers. I mean, to get rid of. Not only that, this is the trailer. It needs a lot of work. There's nothing holding the axle to this trailer except one U-bolt there and one U-bolt over there holding it to wood. This whole front here, look, they've got it bolted together. This is bolted to here, but there's no structure. See, that's just a hollow piece of tin. So this right here is the strength. The rest of it, I mean, look, it all folds up. That's the trailer I give $200 for, just for the wheels and tires for my trailer. So, be good to haul livestock or haul water. It's a good boat axle. I need to weld on it. I don't need to be walking around here too much. I saw the child of the big black snake. I've got a big black snake around here. It's like 6 feet long. Well, I saw its youth yesterday, and it's about 5 feet long. As you hear the plane above. Yeah, there he goes. Same plane all day. Anyway, I gotta get busy. I'm getting chewed up by mosquitoes. Listen, there's no water out here piled up. The only water here is in that bucket right there for the plants. Another standing water, yet we're covered in mosquitoes. Well, I mean, that water there, but really any mosquitoes in it. It's got too much junk floating around. Whew, I'm dizzy. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. God bless. See you later. Shovelhead. Shovelhead. If I get all the nuts and the bolts out of it and get it where it's ready to go, then I can clean it, paint it, I'll bake it. I'll use heat paint, and then I'll put it in a room and I'll blast it with heat, get it hot as heck. And it's, listen, powder coat's a scam, okay? I've powder coated 10 or 12 motorcycles, and well, it's just unbreakable. It's wonderful. That little Sportster I had, it had 3 different color blacks on it. Satin black, a flat black, and shiny black, and it was absolutely stunning, the detail that I put in that bike. And somebody made out like a bandit when they bought it from Copart auction. I should have bought it myself, but they give me $8,500. Ain't nobody else. You ain't gonna get $8,500. I think it's $8,800 for a Sportster, an Ironhead. You ain't gonna get that money. You can't. Ain't nobody. No, sorry. So if I get this Shovelhead together with all the parts I've got, that'll be about a $12,000 bike. Now, it's not going to be numbers matching, but once I put it all together factory, and that's the big argument I have it in my head right now. Do I want this thing to be a full dresser, or just build it rat style? Like, I could clear it out the way it looks now, because that doesn't look bad. Clear it out, put all my old parts on it. Like, I've got tanks, like those tanks right there that caught on fire. I could put it all together and put burnt looking parts back on it and drive it like that, because the bike was a show bike, and then it got burnt to the ground. So that would be cool if I built a burnt bike. That would look, cool. And when I get something and I fix it up, if I build it completely, like fancy paint and the correct decals and all, then you got to be too careful with it. You're scared to drive it, and I don't want to be scared to ride a motorcycle. I want to get out there and rip it and beat the hell out of it, and then park it and go back out and get it on the next day, kickstart it, and go again. So if you know anybody out there that help me with some parts, I need all the help you can get. All the help I can get. I got this rust remover, eBAFO rust from Advance, and I don't like it. The guy said, "Oh, it's a gel. It's gel. It's stuff like water. It's like water, and it's not very effective." Anyway, I'm really dizzy. I need to eat. I've only eaten one time today. God bless. See you later.